place. No matter if it's a classic spam or phishing email, someone got your email address and it's been passed around amongst the spammers. While it's difficult to keep your email address completely secret, there are ways to make your email address seem less valuable to spammers. One of the more effective ways is to set your email client to not display downloaded graphic images. With spam email, the mere act of downloading these images tells the spammers that there's a person actually looking at them. This increases the value of your email address as a spam target. Most email clients that support this option allow you to download the images for legitimate email messages. That way they look well formatted and easier to read. And finally, if you get an email message that involves the movement of money, such as the payment of an invoice, even if it's from someone you know, use another form of communication to verify that the message is legitimate before taking action. Now, on to phishing. While this uses email as a transport, it deserves a section of its own. Phishing is where an email gets sent that is masquerading as coming from a sender that you know in an effort to get you to supply sensitive information such as passwords or other credentials, account numbers, credit card numbers, and so forth. These emails look like they legitimately come from the sources you trust, and it can be very hard to tell that they're fake. But there are clues that you can look for to see that they are in fact fake. Let's take a look at some of those clues now. Okay, here's an email that looks like it came from Facebook. Let's look at a few things to see if this is a phishing email or it's a legitimate email. First thing to look at is whether or not it's being sent by Facebook itself. So we look at the sender, and it says something here that looks a little funny. If this person really is a project manager at Facebook, I guess that could happen. I don't think he's going to be sending me notification emails personally. But let's take a look at the email address underneath this. So on my email browser, I just click on this, and it shows me an email address right here. And no, that's not at Facebook. That's at some other domain, and so it's not Facebook. Okay, so that's clue number one, that this is not legitimate. Let's take a look at some other areas here. Now, here's some links. Here's one that says that I have two notifications. And if I put my mouse over that and I hover it, I don't click on it, I just hover over it, my email reader will pop up with what that link actually is, where that link is going to go to. Notice that it doesn't say Facebook.com. It says something else other than Facebook. So that's a clue, clue number two, that this is a phishing email. Now there's a couple buttons here, and my hunch is that if I hover over those, I'll get, yep, sure enough, this is not Facebook, and neither is this one. Okay, there's an unsubscribe button here. If I click on that, if I just hover over it, I mean, where does that go? That goes to someplace other than Facebook. So this is a phishing email. This is not legitimate. This is not real. Okay, so let's take a look at another one that might be a little difficult to determine whether or not it is real. This one says it's from Amazon.com, and it's telling me that I've canceled an order. Now, I didn't place an order from Amazon around this date, so I'm a little curious. So again, let's take a look at the sender, and this time it does say something about Amazon.com. Okay, maybe they I just have made a mistake here. But let's take a look. There's a lot of links on this page. Let's take a look at this link. Nope, that is not Amazon.com. Okay, so that is a huge clue that this is a phishing email. So they want to get me excited and concerned that they've made a mistake on an order and get me to click things. All right, but I'm not going to do that, because I see here that, in fact, if I do click on that, it would take me not to Amazon.com, but to someplace I've never heard of, and I don't want to go there. Okay, and then down at the bottom here, let's take a look at this. Now it says http://www.amazon.com, but if I put my mouse and hover over that link, does it say Amazon? Nope, it does not. It says something else. If I click on that, it won't take me to Amazon.com. It'll take me someplace else I don't want to go. So this is another phishing email. Another